Welcome back to the Tahoe Real Estate Show. Carl Hasty joins us from the Tahoe Transportation District. Carl, some of our viewers tuning in for the first time don't know anything about you or the district. Give us a little bit of an overview.
All right, about me. Well, I've been working up here at the Tahoe Basin since 1990. And been with the Transportation District since 2009. And as far as the district goes, we're focusing on transit and transportation improvements in the entire Tahoe Basin. We're a special bi-state district. And we run the transit system here at South Shore and connect out to the Nevada side and run our seasonal service up to the North Lake and on the East Shore as well.
And really, we brought you in today to talk about a revitalization project going on here along Highway 50, commonly known as the Loop Road.
Yeah.
Tell me about the project.
Well, that's a project the idea for that project's been around for a very long time. It's not an easy one, but a lot of improvements at Lake Tahoe are not easy. And so the project here at the state line area of US 50 is really a number of projects into one.
Okay.
The first and foremost, it really is about completing the vision that was there for redevelopment, which is about this destination aspect of Lake Tahoe. You know, why the gondola got moved down to the core, why the transit center got put down at the core. It's about making this more of a destination so people can park it and then have other choices about how to get around. And these days, that's grown to include the bike trails and the pedestrian aspect and things like that. So that's the biggest reason for the project. The other components of the project that have come into play really are housing, and which has become even a bigger need for us here at Tahoe. And because of the right-of-way that we would need to acquire, we're talking about realigning a 1.1 mile section of US 50 around that state line area. We're really memorializing what people have been doing for years and cutting through that neighborhood. Let's make it real, let's make it official, let's make it safe. We've committed to replace all the housing that we'd have to acquire. And a lot of that is going to end up being deed restricted, affordable, which it isn't now. And so that's, on the proposal, that's like 76 residential units. So that's, you know, and in this neighborhood, there's also not much in the way of amenities. There's very little street lighting, there's really no park for the kids to play. And so these are some of the elements in terms of neighborhood improvements that we're looking at. And then lastly, well, almost lastly, there's what's called the Complete Streets project component, and that's going through the existing core, where we'll be narrowing up the existing highway. That'll become a local street, a lot more pedestrian amenities, and if you even want to close down that core for an event, you'd be able to. Lastly, it really is about the through flow traffic. So for my transit system, for 2/3 of that traffic, almost 2/3 of that traffic that's just passing through, it's about being able to get around that core while not spoiling that destination aspect for everybody.
We've talked about this project, it seems like, for years. Why now?
Why now is because I think the district has been able to focus on trying to bring this forward. It is not an easy task. Actually, we've been at it for that 9 years, and we're, you know, making our way through the environmental document process. It's getting very close to decision time. And that is where we need to go next to make a decision on the project. What is the alternative that's going to be chosen? And then we move on to design and getting into some of the commitments that we've made to the public, my board has made to the public, which include we're going to build the replacement housing first on the California side.
All right, stay tuned. More with Carl Hasty from the Tahoe Transportation District after this editorial feature.